कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव
कुंज बिहारी
जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन
यशोदानंदन
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जननंदन
यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा
वनचारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय
राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी
जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय
गोपीजन
वल्लभ
गिरिवारी
यशोदानंदन भज जनरंजन
यशोदानंदन व्रज जननंदन
यशोदानंदन भज जनरंजन
यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन
यमुना तीरा वनचारी
यमुना तीर वनचारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव
कुंज
बिहारी
बिहारी
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे
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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण
हरे
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम राम
राम
राम
राम
हरे
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 Jaya Gandharvika Giridhari Gandharvika Giridhari Gandharvika Giridhari Gaura Hari Jaya
ರೂಪ
Gandharvika
ತರಕಾರಿಯಾ
Giridhari Gandharvika
ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಯಾರು ಬಂದಿತ್ತ
Giridhari Gaura Hari Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Ananta Dev Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Ananta Dev Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Ananta Dev Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Jaya Pancha Tattva Jaya Pancha Tattva Pancha Tattva Jaya Pancha Tattva
तत्व जय पंच तत्व पंच तत्व पंच तत्व जय पंच तत्व
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद
Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev
जय
जय
गुरुदेव
गुरुदेव जय
गुरुदेव
गुरुदेव जय
गुरुदेव जय जय
गुरुदेव
गुरुदेव
Jai Lord Premanande Hari Hari Bol
हरि हरि बोल
Jai Shri Prabhupada
की जय
Hare Krishna
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी
Krishna Hare Krishna to all the devotees Hare Krishna everyone Matajis and Prabhujis thank you for joining so let's start with Manglacharan Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavari Pashnat Desha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari
प्रिय
Pancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Bhaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo
महा
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
प्रभु
Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura
वृंदा
Hare Krishna Hare
हे
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare
हरे राम राम
Rama Rama Hare
हरे हरे
Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pam Langayate Girim Yat Kripatam Ham Vande Shri Guru Devatarana Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hari Om Tat Sat
तत्सत्तु
Hare Krishna. So
हरे
thank you
कृष्ण
once again for joining. Hare Krishna, everyone. So we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam introduction, and we are still in the introduction part. And last time, anybody remember what we have discussed? What we have read from Srimad Bhagavatam?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु
Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu
along
Yes, Mataji.
how he took the initiation of sannyasa and after that what happens.
Yes, Mataji.
Deepak Prabhu.
That's what Prabhu. So after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took the official sannyasa, he would be leaving his hometown, and he would go to Puri Dham. And before that's the incidents which had happened with the king ruler there, and all the pastimes we've been discussing.
Yeah, yes, Madhuri. Thank you for summarizing a bit. So we will read more pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates, right? And subsequent of our reading. So so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas and he is going to Puri for propagating the holy name of the Lord, right? And also he has started propagating more and more and reading or relishing basically Shravanam and Kirtanam for Srimad Bhagavatam, right? More frequently, more profusely. So once, so we'll read, I think from here, we have read till here. As far as preaching work in the Sankirtan movement was concerned, everyone was expected to do his daily share according to the order of the Lord. So yeah, so Lord is also, means Prabhupada is also letting us know about the Lord's desire, right? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's desire is to, everyone should participate in the preaching mission, right? Whatever his capacity or her capacity. Right? So let's read this. We will start from here. So one by one, every devotee can.
Shall I start, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mata.
Okay. Once Nityananda Prabhu and Srila Haridasa Thakura were walking down a main road, and on the way they saw a roaring crowd assembled. Upon inquiring from passers-by, they understood that two brothers named Jagati and Madhai were creating a public disturbance in a drunken state. They also heard that these two brothers were born in a respectable Brahmin family, but because of low association, they had turned into debauchees of the worst type. They were not only drunkards but also meat eaters, woman hunters, dacoits, and sinners of all descriptions. Srila Nityananda Prabhu heard all of these stories and decided that these two fallen souls must be the first to be delivered. If they were delivered from their sinful life, then the good name of Lord Chaitanya would be even still more glorified. Thinking in this way, Nityananda Prabhu and Haridasa pushed their way through the crowd and asked the two brothers to chant the holy name of the Lord Hari. The drunken brothers became enraged upon this request and attacked Nityananda Prabhu with filthy language. Both brothers chased them a considerable distance. In the evening, the report of the preaching work was submitted to the Lord, and he was glad to learn that Nityananda and Haridasa had attempted to deliver such a stupid pair of fellows.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So, yeah. So we were reading that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has instructed Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur to propagate the holy name to each and everyone. So in that continuation, Nityananda Prabhu and Srila Haridas Thakur is distributing love of Godhead to everyone, right? And asking everyone to chant Hari Hari, right? So in that way, when they were passing by one street and they saw this Jagai and Madhai, right? So their name was Jagadananda and Madhvananda because they were from Brahmana family. They were from Brahmana family, but they got bad association, and because of bad association, they were into all these kind of activities, right? All kinds of 4 regulative principles they were breaking, right? So what are the 4 regulative principles which we are supposed to follow? No meat eating, right? No illicit sex, no gambling.
No
Yeah,
gambling.
no gambling. And what is that? Another last thing, no intoxication, right? Yeah, so all these 4 things, as a Krishna conscious person, we should try to avoid it, right? And not try, even we should, we are not supposed to do that. So, but here we are seeing these 2 personalities, Jagai and Madhai, are breaking all these 4 regulative principles and associated with all these things, right? So, so Nityanand Prabhu and Haridas Thakur, being very merciful, they were thinking that if we can deliver them, or if we can get somehow or other, if they can chant the name of Lord Chaitanya, Lord Krishna, right, Lord Hari, so they would be delivered. And because Lord Chaitanya has introduced this holy name, right, the Sankirtan moment, so whose name will be glorified? Lord Chaitanya's name will be glorified, because they, because of Lord Chaitanya's mercy, they will able to uh, recite the name of Lord, right? So see, this should be the mood of a servant. So here Lord Nityanand Prabhu and Haridas Thakur are playing the role of a servant of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and whatever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has instructed, they are propagating. They are trying to give the name of the holy name of the Lord Krishna to everyone, and asking everyone to chant holy name, right? And in that process, they are not thinking that they will be glorified because they have done some service. No, but they're thinking, their mood is like Lord Chaitanya's name would be glorified, right? They are just instrument. They are thinking themselves as a servant of the servant of the servant only. And because whatever the glorification will happen, even if these two personality will change, or they will start chanting the name of Hari, so whose name will be glorified? The Lord Chaitanya's name, not ours, right? So this should be the mood. So yeah, before going further, I just wanted to just inform everyone. I mean, like everyone knows, right? Today is Srila Prabhupada's disappearance day. So in this connection, like Prabhupada, it's disappearance day of any acharya or like Vaishnavas, and even we celebrate uh, appearance day and disappearance day both, right? So as I mentioned, I shared one message also, right? Disappearance generally is a kind of solace, sad mood, right? But because we are uh, we are not we are no longer getting personal association of that personality, right? Because he is leaving this material world. But at the same time, we should be happy that he is going to the spiritual world. So that's why we celebrate this mood. And definitely as a follower of Bhagavad Gita and as a follower of Sanatan Dharma, we understood that we are the soul. So we are eternal. We are not the body, right? So even if this personality, this Vaishnava is leaving us, but he's just changing his body, but he is the same personality. He is the same soul who is serving here, and now he is serving to the Supreme Personality of Godhead in person, right? So we are not getting his personal association, but definitely we have his association in terms of his books, right? Prabhupada has given us this jewels, right, of knowledge in terms of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. So we are, and his so many lectures are there, right? So those lectures, in terms of Vapu, in terms of Vani Seva, we are still serving him with listening his all the lectures, and by reading his the scriptures, what he has given to us very nicely, in very nice and very simple language, we can understand it, right? This devotional service, the devotional mode. So in this way, when we are reading, when we are hearing, so we are associating with the Srila Prabhupada. So that's why it's nice to get his association with in this way, by reading and by hearing from Prabhupada. So we feel connected with the Prabhupada, and we don't feel like Prabhupada is not with us. Prabhupada is still with us, right? So that's why we celebrate, right? We celebrate his even disappearance day also. So in this connection, like I was hearing today's morning lecture by His Holiness Rampa Swami Maharaj, and he was explaining that how a follower or a devotee should basically, it was not only for devotee, but it's like follower of any person, or if we wanted to glorify that person who is means any means in the memory of that person, right? If somebody is leaving us, so how we can always remember him, or how we can give him all respect. So in that connection, Maharaj was saying that when when Prabhupada get to know about means he was before coming to in contact with his spiritual master, his holiness, sorry, his divine grace, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He was a follower of Mahatma Gandhi. Means he was also taking some kind of in like this part in like freedom, making India freedom, right? So in that way, he was also following the Mahatma Gandhi. And when Prabhupada was told that, I mean, so yeah, Prabhupada has actually written one article. So Prabhupada has written one article regarding when Mahatma Gandhi left. So left this material world. So for glorifying him or in memory of him. So what he was, I mean, he was expressing in that his article that if we wanted to uh, acknowledge that person's contribution, or if we wanted to glorify that person, what we should do, or what his followers should do, his followers should make a community, such community where his followers can follow the teachings of that person, right? So it doesn't, I mean, we are not supposed to uh, build a memorial monument for that person, and that monument is not taken care by people in general, or by, I mean, it's just left it alone, no taking care, or even with that, uh, we are not, I mean, only for like for particular day, like in case of Mahatma Gandhi, 2nd October, wherever we have the monument of Mahatma Gandhi, we are just cleaning that place, and we're just giving the garland or something. But on other day, what we are doing, we are not even following a single instruction from given by him, right? And similarly, like if we are making, or we are just giving the name of some road, like Mahatma Gandhi Road or whatever, in 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 glorification of that person. But this is only the like external way of just showing that, yeah, we are taking our, we are concerned about that person, but we are not following anything, right? So but Prabhupada's mood, see, that he was saying that if we are follower of some person, or if we wanted to glorify that person, or if we wanted to acknowledge his contribution, so what we should do, we should try to make some community where the people can follow his teachings, right? So that's what Prabhupada has done. So Prabhupada has established this ISKCON society, worldwide society, right? It is everywhere. He has created one family where all the people, all the devotees can come and chant the holy name, right? And follow the instruction of Krishna, right? Through the teachings of Bhagavad Gita to the teachings of Lord Chaitanya, right? The mode is to glorify the Lord. So this is how the community should be. That they are all community, all the people together coming and reciting, or discussing about the Lord, right, and his pastime. So that way, like today is the disappearance day of Srila Prabhupada, and when if we wanted to give thanks, or we wanted to acknowledge Srila Prabhupada's contribution, what we should do, we should also try to build the community such that where the people in general can come in the association of the devotee and take the association of the Lord and take the association of Prabhupada and all the devotees and and increase or their spiritual growth, right? They can grow in the spiritual path. So that way we can definitely pay our heartfelt gratitude to the Prabhupada. So many of you are already involved in the Gita course service, so that is very wonderful, where you are also giving others chance to come into this community and participate in the Bhagavad Gita courses and discourses and chant the holy name, right? So this is the very, very wonderful seva everyone is doing. Thank you so much. Prabhupada will be very much pleased with all of your service. So just wanted to share this. So I thought I'll just share these thoughts. Okay. Anybody would like to say something on this note, or otherwise we'll continue reading.
I just wanted to ask, I was reading somewhere that Srila Prabhupada said that if some devotee does not reach the goal, like Golok Vrindavan, then Srila Prabhupada he said that I will have to come back again and again. So that I did not understand, Prabhu, like how come back? What does that mean?
Yeah, yes, Mataji. So basically, it's like when we are. So it's Prabhupada's mood that everyone of his follower or everyone who has taken the shelter of Srila Prabhupada should go back home, back to Godhead, right? So that's why Prabhupada is saying so even if a person who is a devotee and he is not going back to home, so I have to come back. So I have to come back means we can understand it by like in terms of Prabhupada himself will come, or maybe he will send his associates. Yeah, his messenger or his associates, his follower, right? Means basically his disciples, right? So like in terms of Prabhupada, here we can understand, and also we can understand that Prabhupada's books, Prabhupada's Vani is again and again teaching us or reminding us that we don't belong to this material world, but we belong to the spiritual world, and we should try to go back home, back to Godhead, right? So in that way, Prabhupada is always there with us in terms of like Swani, right? His scriptures, books, right? So and in terms of his disciples, right? So Prabhupada's disciples are there to take us back home, back to Godhead. Right? So basically, it's not only so it's actually both responsibility, like a spiritual master and disciples. So spiritual master's responsibility is like whoever is taking shelter of him, they should go back home, back to Godhead, right? So that's why a spiritual master's role is very important in our life. So we should have one spiritual master so that we can be accountable for him, right? We can share our things with him, and it's not like last time when Harishit Prabhu was there in installation ceremony, right? With Prabhu and Shobha Mataji's house. So he was explaining the altar, it's called altar. So there are photos of lordships, photos of Narasimha, photos of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then our Guru Parampara, Shad Goswamis, right? But they're just not photos, right? They are personally present there, and we are invoking them by chanting their mantras, right? Their pranam mantras. So that's what Prabhu wanted to let us know, that we can access them, we can talk to them, we can request them, we can pray to them by their pranam mantras, and they are there means all the personalities, starting from our Prabhupada, Guru Parampara, and Shad Goswamis, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Shri Shri Girdhara Girdhari, right? All are there for us to protect us from this Maya, this material world, right? So when we should also be sincere. We should also be taking part in the service. We should also be very grateful to these personalities and to the spiritual master, to the Srila Prabhupada, right? And we should try to get out of this material world. So get out of this material world means it's not easy, right? We have to, like in Bhagavad Gita, Lord himself is saying, right? When we remember at the time of death his name, so he will come to me, right? So that assurance Lord is giving, but we should have his memory, his remembrance, right? And remembrance at the time of death, how it will come? When we are practicing it, right? It won't come suddenly. So we should try to practice in our daily sadhana. That's why we should try to chant, should reach to the 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahaman, so that we can chant uh, continuously, regularly, and when we are chanting with focus, so definitely that will come into our system, right? Anything will happen, will remember will uh, remember the Krishna only, right? So that way it should come as a spontaneous process. So that way there is our responsibility also, how we can be sincere in our sadhana, so that we can go back home, back to God. But as far as Mataji, you asked, like, I mean, what Prabhupada means. So it means, like, yeah, he's there. He will be there for us to, in terms of his books, in terms of his Vani, in terms of his disciples, to take it us, go back home, back to God. Hope that is clear, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. I thought like you would again have to take birth and come here. That is why I was confused.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like that is like Lord is also saying, right? Yada yada dharmasya, right? So every time when there is some problem, some this threat to the religious principles. Yes, Madhu?
When irreligious practices are more
Yeah.
than
Religious practices are more. So glanir bhavati bharat. So that when this is glanis, or I mean other things are there in the material world, so he is coming down, right? Lord is himself is coming. He has to come down, right? Even like we know that Kalki avatar will be there, but that will be like killing everyone, and not like going back to Hong Kong. But this is like for that. But here, like because Lord's messenger is more merciful than Lord, and here Prabhupada is coming. Prabhupada has already, I mean, like Prabhupada is also Lord's messenger. Lord only has sent him, so he is eternally associating with Lord, and he is serving there. But because he was merciful, or he was um, he he has that compassion for living entities. That's why he came down. So uh, if at all, like I mean, this can happen, that Prabhupada has to come for his followers sometime. But that we should not take it like he's associate. I mean, even if he's coming, he's associating with the material world. He's just coming to deliver us, right? So even if he's coming, he's just coming to deliver us, not for. But not like our birth. Like we have to take. We are supposed to be in the karma cycle, right? Because of our karma, we have to take birth. But if Lord is coming and Lord's devotee, Lord's associates are coming, it doesn't mean that he has to. They are coming because of their karma. They are coming just to deliver us. So that is also one nice understanding we should have.
So Prabhuji, basically, like he can also lead us through our spiritual master and various mentors also, because everyone is finally speaking whatever Prabhupada said, and Prabhupada was speaking only what Lord has directed in various scriptures.
Mataji, your voice is little.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, is it clear?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, I was saying, Prabhuji, like basically it means that Prabhupada can direct us through through our spiritual masters or mentors or various teachers.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Prabhupada. Yeah. That's what they are coming into the disciplic succession, right? The parampara, that is very much important, and because they are also coming into parampara, his disciples, so and all the followers, right? So they are also teaching us same thing. Okay. Any other thing? Any other question, comments?
Prabhuji, I'll just share one experience when I was in Vrindavan's Radha Damodar temple.
Yes.
One strong instruction was there, which was signed by Prabhupada. I think you might have seen that. So he is saying that I
What is that, Prabhu?
Prabhuji, I'll just share.
Message.
Can I share?
Yes, Prabhu. I'll just stop. I think that letter you are saying, right?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Radha Damodar.
Yeah. So there it was strongly written, like I can read it out that.
Okay. I need to make you. Yeah. You can share. Yeah. That is very, very much relevant. What you are saying. Yes. I also read this. Yeah.
Can you see the screen, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, you can see this. Like those who stay at the Radha temple will realize that those acharyas like Srila Rupa, Srila Sri Jiva, Sri Kaviraj Goswami, and Sri Bhugarva Goswami are still living there. And if one actually advancing in the spiritual field, they can still take the instruction from the acharyas living there. It is up to the individual how he realizes this by his devotional service. By staying there, you must realize how pure the environment is. The environment itself gives a high taste of consciousness. Radha Damodar is there, and the great acharyas, samadhis are there. There cannot be any other better place to live than Radha Damodar. This corner at the Radha Damodar temple is just like the hub of the wheels of the spiritual world. It is the center. I eternally reside in my rooms at the Radha Damodar temple. So what I meant to say is that, so when we visit this kind of places, you can feel like this presence. And and when I went there, the Prabhuji was explaining how Prabhupada was sitting in his bhajan kutir. There is a small room, and also his kitchen was there. So you can feel like that cannot be explained. So and the complete environment was very pure. So all this gives strength or something. I mean, strong belief to all this philosophy, and yeah, that's what I can say.
Yes.
So
This was in Vrindavan, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Radha Damodar temple.
Yes, Mataji, it's in Vrindavan and Radha Damodar temple. So Radha Damodar temple is that place where Prabhupada has written I mean, he was before going to US. He was there in Radha Damodar temple for quite a long time, and he was preparing. Basically, he was preparing in the sense he was writing Srimad Bhagavatam. Means he's translating Srimad Bhagavatam in the English language in Radha Damodar temple, and he was staying. He was in that small room what Prabhu was mentioning, right? Very small room. He was staying, and that room is still present. And Prabhupada's Vigraha is also there, and there is a small kitchen where Prabhupada used to cook and offer to the Lord, and sitting, having his prasadam there, honoring that prasadam, and on with that in that kitchen there is one window there. That window focusing. I mean, is you can see that
Rupa Goswami,
Rup Goswami or Jeev Goswami.
yeah, some,
Rup Goswami's samadhi from sitting
window.
from that window, and he's praying to the Rup Goswami, and basically that is Jeev Goswami, because Radha Damodar temple is the Jeev Goswami's Vigrah. Jeev Goswami is Archa Vigrah. Jeev Goswami was worshipping Radha Damodar, and the temple, all the other Goswamis, all other associates of Lord Chaitanya, Rup Goswami, Kaviraj Goswami, Sanatanas, all are meeting that place. This Jeev Goswami was the youngest of all of them, but still everyone comes to that place, and so that's why that place is very important, very prominent, where every devotee should go and pray to all the acharyas, to the Guru Parampara, to the Srila Prabhupada and Radha Damodar. For progressing in bhakti, it's very, very prominent place. So that is the place which we can understand that that is the room, even that kitchen and that Prabhupada's room, from where Prabhupada has started meditating on the instruction of his spiritual master to go to the US, and he started preparing himself for going to US and preaching this. Means basically Krishna consciousness or ISKCON's movement started from those small places where he was praying for mercy of Rup Goswami, Srila Jeev Goswami, Kaviraj Goswami, and all the acharyas. So very, very nice. So that's what Prabhupada is writing here, and I eternally reside in my room at the Radha Damodar. So not only Radha Damodar, but wherever Prabhupada has performed his pastime, right? We can even in the Vrindavan ISKCON temple where Prabhupada's Samadhi Mandir is there, and in the Mayapur where Pushpa Samadhi Mandir is there. So all those places where Prabhupada, even in Mumbai, everywhere where Prabhupada has spent his good time spreading Krishna consciousness with his disciples, all are those places, very prominent places, very very important places, and there we can feel that those presence, specifically Prabhupada's presence. So thank you, Prabhuji, for sharing this. And this is wonderful. Today is Prabhupada's disappearance day, and we are discussing about him a lot, and we are able to meditate upon Prabhupada's. Yeah. So, thank you. Anything else? Anybody has any queries or question, comment? Okay. So there is one nice song, Yadi Prabhupada na hoite, tabe ke hoito, ye jeevan kaise bahita. So it's in Bengali, and His Holiness Jai Pataka Swami Maharaj has written. Jai Pataka Swami Maharaj, who is foreign body, but he has learned Bengali, and he has written this very nice song on glorification of Prabhupada. I will share that. That is also translated by Madhvas in English, in Hindi. So that in Hindi we can understand, but in Bengali also, when you'll read its translation, you'll meditate that is wonderful. Very wonderful bhajan to meditate on today. So I'll share that also. Okay, so let's continue reading. So basically, as I was mentioning, that we can show our gratitude only when we are following his instruction, Prabhupada's instruction, when we wanted to acknowledge Prabhupada's mission, Prabhupada's contribution towards the society, right? So we should definitely try to read his books. We should try to get his instructions from his books. We should associate with him by his Vani, right? And we should follow in our life, and also spread this Krishna consciousness to others also. So that way we can definitely be in somewhere in Prabhupada's, we are helping in somewhere in the Prabhupada's mission, and we will be humble instrument in his mission. So that will be our gratitude to Prabhupada. Okay.
Prabhupada's family is in Calcutta only. They are also there, or okay?
No, Mataji. I mean, no. I think his one son. I don't remember if he is still there, but that was one son. His name I forgot. I think he was also devotee, so he was there. I don't know if he is still present. So yeah, he's from Calcutta. Yeah, basically. Prabhupada was from Calcutta. So his family was there. Okay, so we'll continue reading. Next, some devotee can read it.
I'll read, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
The next day, Nityananda Prabhu went to see the brothers, and as soon as he approached them, one of them threw a piece of earthen pot at him. This struck him on the forehead, and immediately blood began to flow. But Nityananda Prabhu was so kind that instead of protesting this heinous act, he said, "It does not matter that you have thrown this stone at me. I still request you to chant the holy name of Lord Hari."
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So this is how Nityanand Prabhu is more munificent, more merciful than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We generally say, right, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is merciful incarnation, and Nityanand Prabhu is more merciful than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because even if somebody hit him, right, with earthen pot, he throw these person, Jagai and Madai, one person, he throw, right, and still the blood is also coming out, but still Nityanand Prabhu is distributing the love of Godhead. Please chant Hari Hari, right? Please chant Hari Hari, everyone. Hari Hari.
Hari Hari.
But Nityananda Prabhu is incarnation of Sankarsana, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, the Balram. Basically.
Balram.
Yeah, so Balram came as a Nityanand Prabhu, and Krishna himself came as a Chaitanya. Gaur Nita is non-different than Krishna Balram. Gaur means Gauranga Chaitanya Prabhu, and Nita is Nityanand Prabhu. Okay. Yeah, so we'll continue reading.
I'll read, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
One of the brothers, Jaggi, was astonished to see the behavior of Nityananda Prabhu, and he at once fell down at his feet and asked him to pardon his sinful brother. When Madhai again attempted to hurt Nityananda Prabhu, Jaggi stopped him and implored him to fall down at his feet. In the meantime, the news of Nityananda's injury reached the Lord, who at once hurried to the spot in a fiery and angry mood. The Lord immediately invoked his Sudarshana Chakra, the Lord's ultimate weapon, shaped like a wheel, to kill the sinners. But Nityananda Prabhu reminded him of his mission. The mission of the Lord was to deliver the hopelessly fallen souls of Kali Yuga, and the brothers Jagai and Madai were typical examples of these fallen souls. 90% of the population of this age resembles these brothers, despite high birth and mundane respectability. According to the verdict of the revealed scriptures, the total population of the world in this age will be of the lowest Shudra quality or even lower. It should be noted that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never acknowledged the stereotyped caste system by birthright. Rather, he strictly followed the verdict of the Shastras in the matter of one's Swarupa or real identity. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So here, so Jagai was with seeing the Lord's Nityanand Prabhu's behavior, he just turned into, I mean, he just felt that he's doing wrong, right? And that's why he started begging pardon from him. But his Madhai, his friend, his brother, uh, and he also stopping Madhai, but he was not doing this. And this news went to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where that Chaitanya Lord, like here also, like Lord can't basically he can't tolerate. Yeah, he can't tolerate if anything is happening to his devotees, right? So that's why Lord has came to that place, and he started. He was shouting chakra, chakra, basically the Sudarshan chakra. He's calling the chakra and to kill these sinful persons. But Nityanand Prabhu again fall at lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he reminded him that our mission in this Kali Yuga is not to kill a person, but kill the sinful tendency. Not to kill the sinful person, but sinful tendency of that person. That's why they are delivering the holy name in this Kali Yuga, right? So this is very nice. And here also, like Prabhupada is mentioning about the this like this caste system, basically, right? Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. These four categories are not by the birth, but the quality of that person, right? So even these people are born in the Brahmana family, but because these people, Jagai and Madhai, they are not following any rules and regulation of Brahmana caste, so they are not the Brahmana, but they are working as a Shudra people, right? Or even the lowest of the Shudra, so, right? So even in our Bhagavad Gita, Krishna has mentioned about this Chaturvarna Maya system, right? So this Chaturvarna, 4 Varna and 4 ashram, which he has mentioned. Many nowadays people are taking it very wrongly, right? That these caste system is wrong, stereotype, and it should not be followed, or this and that. But they are not understanding the meaning of that, right? It's not this is not about the birth by birth, right? It's about the way or the work you are doing, right? In that way, even if one is born in the Brahmana family, and if he is not following the Brahmana culture, he is not the Brahmana, but he is in the lower category. But if somebody born in the Shudra family, but he is behaving like Brahmana, his character is like Brahmana, so we should consider him as, and we should respect him as Brahmana. So that is what the message here. Okay, so we'll continue next.
Yes, Prabhu, I will read.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. When the Lord was invoking his Sudarshan Chakra and Srila Nityananda Prabhu was imploring him to forgive the two brothers, both the brothers fell down at the lotus feet of the Lord and begged his pardon for their gross behavior. The Lord was also asked by Nityananda Prabhu to accept these repenting souls, and the Lord agreed to accept them on one condition, that they henceforward completely give up all their sinful activities and habits of debauchery. Both the brothers agreed and promised to give up all their sinful habits, and the kind Lord accepted them and did not again refer to their past misdeeds.
Yeah. So this is the merciful behavior of Lord Nityanand Prabhu. Because of his mercy, because of Nityanand Prabhu's mercy, these two brothers, right, they got delivered by the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not at all ready to give them his mercy, because they have they have basically um, hurt the Nityananda Prabhu, his devotee, right? So Lord is tolerating if we are saying anything to him, or if we are disrespecting him, but he is not tolerating anything against his devotees if we are disrespecting his devotees. So that's why here also Lord was not accepting them, Jagai and Madhai, but because of Nityanand Prabhu, because Nityanand Prabhu has accepted them, and he was begging with Lord on behalf of these personalities. So that's why in our culture also, in our society, in our ISKCON culture also, we pray to, right? We have this ladder. We can't directly go to the Lord Chaitanya also. We can't directly go to the Krishna. We have ladder system. We are supposed to pray with our spiritual master, then Prabhupada, then other Guru Parampara. So in this way, we reach to the higher personalities, right? And for getting the mercy of that higher personality, we should approach to our just above us, whoever is our mentor or our spiritual master, our teacher, right? So like that we should, or our counselor, whoever is there, we should reach to that person, and we should try to get his mercy, and he will get his senior person mercy, and like that. This is the ladder system, right? This, one by one we will. So but definitely for getting the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we should approach the spiritual master, and for as we for getting the, like, similarly for getting the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we should approach the Nityananda Prabhu, because Nityananda Prabhu is more merciful incarnation than Chaitanya. So when we are praying to the Lord Nityananda Prabhu, that please give me mercy, please, if you will be pleased, definitely Lord Chaitanya will listen to your prayer. I mean my prayer also, right? When Nityananda Prabhu will be pleased with our prayers, right? So that way we should pray. Okay, let's read some more, and then
Yes, Prabhu. Shall I?
yes, Prabhu.
This is the specific kindness of Lord Chaitanya. In this age, no one can say that he is free from sins. It is impossible for anyone to say this, but Lord Chaitanya accepts all kind of sinful person on the one condition that they promise not to indulge in sinful habits after being spiritually initiated by the bona fide spiritual master.
Yeah. So this is also again one important thing. So, like here in previous para, we have read that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has accepted them, and they also promised to give up all the sinful habits, right? So similarly, when we are initiated, we got diksha from spiritual master, and spiritual master is also accepting us, but he is also taking promise from us that we are taking vows, right? Like similarly, as we have Siksha ceremony, right? In Siksha also, what is that? We are taking some vows.
Wow.
We are taking some next steps towards Krishna. So for that, we should have some promise, some commitment from our side, right? So that's why we try to cultivate those habits, right? Good habits in different levels, Siksha levels. And when we are ready for initiation, for Diksha, so that time, when we are accepting spiritual master, our responsibility is to follow those instructions very strongly, right? So those instructions, like 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra regularly, daily, right? And 4 regulative principles that we are supposed to follow. So those promises we have to make it when we are taking the Diksha from spiritual master. And in this case also, like whatever you have done in previous past life, or previous in this life also, in previous years. But if you're taking promise that from today onwards, from now onwards, I won't do anything sinful activities, right? So spiritual master is like here in case of Jagai Madai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is ready to accept them as his disciple, right? So that is very much important. So, okay, so I think today we'll read this much only. There are a number of instructions. We'll continue from here, and then next week. Anything? Yes, Mataji. So anything else anybody would like to share? So from today's discussion, which is very important points we have learned today or we have discussed, right? So it would be nice if one point, if everyone can tell us and as a summary, and then we will wind up.
We have to chant 16 rounds every day, and
Yes.
then and then the bhoga which we do, we have to first offer it to Lord, and then take that prasadam. And then the sinful activities which is being given, which Jagai Matai both were doing. So that sinful activities, we should not follow all those things, which when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has asked them that if once you have fallen onto my feet, that means you should not commit that sin again. So, and he accepted them as his disciple.
Thank you, Mataji, for sharing. Yeah.
He talks about the caste system and he says it's not by birth for Varnas, Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, even on the lowest, and they can be a Brahmana but by their quality and not by birth. That is what he means, Prabhuji. That is one most important point.
Thank you, Mataji. Very nice. Anyone else?
For the Lord, Prabhuji, it's very, he takes his devotees very significantly. One who serves the devotee, Lord is always pleased.
Yes, Prabhuji. And similarly, vice versa. We like if somebody is hurting his devotee, Lord's devotee, Lord won't take it casually, right? He will be very serious against taking any action against the person who is hurting his devotee. So, and Lord gets pleased when his devotees are served nicely. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So, sorry, did I?
Oh, that's fine. You can continue, please.
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji. So what I was saying is also we need to follow that Guru Parampara to attain Krishna. First, Nityananda Prabhu is more merciful than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And whoever is there in the hierarchy, we should follow that hierarchy to get the mercy of Prabhupada, who is the spiritual master who can take us through the back to Godhead and back to Krishna.
Yes, very nice point, Mataji. And with that, I will request everyone, if you don't have Guru Parampara in your altar, please get them from any of your center, nearby center or ISKCON temple. So Guru Parampara will have Srila Prabhupada and his spiritual master, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur's spiritual master. In this, from left to right, this order, that there will be small photos, photo frame of all these personalities. So you should have that. Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, then Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, then Bhakti Vinod Thakur, then Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, and then 6 Goswamis, right? So these personalities must be there in our altar, so that whenever we are praying, whenever we are doing our sadhana, we can meditate on their lotus feet, meditate on those personalities. When we are seeing them, we can, or also try to learn their pranam mantras, like Prabhupada pranam mantras. I hope everyone memorize now, right? So similarly, there are pranamants for Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, Gaur Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Jagannath Babaji Maharaj, and for all the Vaishnavas, right? We have Vancha Kalpa Tarubhesha Kripa Sindhu Bhayavacha Patitanam
Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo
Vaishnava.
Namo Namaha.
So this is also very nice meaning of this, and we are giving our obeisances to all the Vaishnavas, right? So this, if you are not, at least this pranam mantra we should do whenever we are meeting to any Vaishnava, even in our friend circle also, right? I mean, whoever is our devotee circle, basically, not friend circle, devotee circle, we should do the pranam mantra with, pranam with this pranam mantra. And in altar also, all the Vaishnavas, when we are doing our pranams, right? So this way, like we'll try to progress, right? And we will try to pray very nicely. So that's why everyone should have at least Guru Parampara. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be back by March, and then I will come to the Whitefield, and then I'll take that.
You can go, Mataji, there only. And
yeah, yesterday before I went to Prabhuji, I went to London, this thing, London ISKCON, which is on the first floor, and the ground floor they have a hotel, restaurant, Gopala restaurant. So I had been there. Yes, Prabhuji. I attended the Arati, noon Arati.
That London temple only means Shri Radha Landaneshwar, right, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
The deity's name, yeah. So that installed by Prabhupada himself.
Okay.
Those that temple, even most of the foreign temples, basically Prabhupada has himself installed those deities. So very prominent places, Mataji. Very Prabhupada's presence is there. So those deities are installed by Prabhupada himself. Very nice.
And I had prasadam there only, and then I came.
Very nice. Yeah, Harita.
Even Hyderabad deity also, Srila Prabhupada installed, it seems from.
Yes, Mataji. Even Vrindavan deities, Krishna Balram deities.
Yeah, Krishna.
So many temples even in India, but
no, but Whitefield means I'm so familiar. In London, I'm not that familiar. So after coming there, I'll come there.
Yes. Harita Mataji, you were sharing something, some points.
Yeah, Prabhu. So it says that we have to follow the 4 regulative principles very strictly, and when we take over, we have to follow them, Prabhu. That's what.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. So, anything else? Anybody would like to share?
Prabhu, I have one doubt which is not related to this. Can I ask later or now?
You can ask, Mataji. I'll see if we can answer here only.
Prabhu, when we are offering the lamp in Damodar month, Prabhu, why is that we are following 4, 2, 3, 7, Prabhu? Is there anything specific about it? I just wanted to ask.
Yes, Mataji. I think even I was also thinking one day about this, but I also didn't check. But I think this is given in our shastras and scriptures. That's why I think we are following in the I think Narad Pancharatra Vidhi, which we are following for our worshipping the deities, right? So in that shastra it is mentioned, I think. So that's why. But there should be some reason also. I was myself was thinking, I think, 4 times to the lotus feet, because maybe that could be the right answer also, but that is my speculation. I just condition applied in stating that this is my thought, but we'll get back to you, Mataji, with right answer also. With my seniors, with superiors, I'll check. But what I was thinking, like 4 times to the lotus feet means we should try to meditate more and more to the lotus feet. Initially.
Okay.
Right? 4 times, and then 2 times, and then 3 times. So face is also important, but like first feet.
Feet is more important.
even that is the approach, right? When we start taking darshan of the Lord, right? We should try to see the lotus feet of Lord, like first, and then we should go upward. So I was thinking like that 4 times, that's why. But I think there could be some other reason also. So I'll just get back.
Yeah, sure, Prabhu, sure.
Thank you for a nice question.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So we are following not only on Damodar month, but almost every day we do this.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. That's why it is given in the. That's why I was thinking it is given in the Narad Pancharatriya Vidhi, which is worshipping Vidhi. We are following as a standard practice. Even daily, also when we are offering the lamps, we are following in this way only, 4 to 3, 7.
So daily we can do this, Prabhu. I mean, I'm just asking because I'm doing it
Yes.
in Damodar month only. So
Yes, Mataji, definitely we should do daily.
okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
So basically, in this Damodar month, especially to the Yashoda Damodar photo, we do this. But daily also, when we are worshipping Lord Krishna's photo, or Krishna, Radharani, and Mahaprabhu's, means our Gandharita Girdhari photo, or even Lakshmi. So basically, all Vishnu Murtis and even Radharani, everyone, we worship like this, 2, 4 to 3, 7, and this. But when it comes to okay, I think this much I'll tell right now. Okay, so this will be clear. So yeah. Yes, anyone, Shishanta, you are saying something?
Sorry, no, Prabhu. I think you covered it. I was about to say about the parampara. It got covered.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I hope this would be beneficial for everyone, and hope to have a very nice Kartik month. Very few days left, so please try to memorize this Damodar Ashtakam. When we are repeatedly listening to it, it will be in our tongues. We'll be able to sing also very nicely. So, and hope to have a very nice sadhana in this Kartik month for everyone. And let's meet next week, and we'll discuss more Srimad Bhagavatam. श्रीमद् भागवतम ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। हरे